Picture this. You wake up every morning, look in the mirror, and see the same reflection. The same dreams, the same unfulfilled potential. But something's different today. You know that feeling deep in your gut? That voice that whispers, "Not yet, wait until you're ready." We've all heard it. It's comfortable. It's safe. But let me tell you something. It's also a lie. Think about it. How many moments have you let slip away? How many opportunities have vanished while you were preparing to take action? The truth is, most people aren't held back by their abilities or circumstances. They're held back by three simple words. Not right now. But here's the reality check you need to hear. Time doesn't wait for perfect moments. While you're waiting for the stars to align, life is happening. Right now, this very second, every successful person you admire started before they felt ready. They were scared, uncertain, and probably felt completely unprepared. But they did it anyway. So here's your wake-up call. The perfect moment isn't coming. It never was. Your moment is right here, right now. The question isn't whether you're ready. It's whether you're willing to start anyway. What will you choose? Another day of waiting? Or will this be the moment you finally begin? The clock is ticking. Your move. Hey there! You know that feeling when you look at successful people and wonder what makes them different? Well, today, we're going to break it down. And I promise you, it's not about having special connections or being born into wealth. It's about something much more accessible to every single one of us. I remember sitting in my small apartment, looking out at the city lights, wondering the same thing. And after years of research, interviews, and personal experience, I've discovered that success leaves clues, clear, repeatable patterns that we can all follow. Here's what's exciting. These aren't some mysterious secrets locked away in a vault. They're practical, everyday habits that ordinary people have used to create extraordinary lives. Whether you're a student pulling all-nighters to chase your dreams, a worker climbing the corporate ladder, or a parent trying to build a better future for your family, these principles apply to you. You see, success isn't about revolutionary breakthroughs or dramatic transformations. It's about small, consistent actions that compound over time. Think about it like this. If you improve just 1% each day, by the end of the year, you'll be 37 times better. That's the power of these principles we're about to explore. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you the exact habits and mindset shifts that can transform your journey. We'll look at real examples of people who started exactly where you are now and made it to where you want to be. No fluff, no unrealistic promises. Just proven principles that work if you work them. The best part? You can start implementing these strategies today, right where you are with what you have. Because success isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about making the moment perfect with the right actions and mindset. So, are you ready to discover what truly separates those who succeed from those who remain stuck? Let's dive in, and I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to start transforming your own story. Remember, the principles we're about to explore aren't just theory. They're battle-tested strategies that have changed countless lives. And they can change yours too. Let's begin this journey together. Success isn't some magical overnight transformation. It's built in the quiet moments, the small decisions we make every single day. You know what's interesting? The most successful people I've met don't wake up every morning feeling motivated. Instead, they've mastered something far more powerful: discipline. Think about it. Every morning when that alarm goes off, you have a choice. You can hit snooze and keep dreaming, or you can get up and start turning those dreams into reality. It's not about feeling ready. It's about being ready to feel uncomfortable. Let me share something with you. Our brains are like gardens. What we plant daily through our habits grows into our future reality. When you choose to wake up at 5 a.m. instead of scrolling through social media until midnight, you're planting seeds of discipline. When you choose to read a chapter of a book instead of binge watching another series, you're feeding your mind with nutrients it needs to grow. Here's the thing about habits. They might seem small and insignificant in the moment. Writing down your goals might feel pointless on day one. Going for that morning run might feel like torture in the beginning. Making a healthy breakfast instead of grabbing fast food might seem like too much effort. But these small actions, they're compound interest for your life. I'll let you in on a secret. Motivation is like a fair-weather friend. It shows up when things are easy and disappears when you need it most. But discipline? Discipline is that reliable partner that shows up every single day, rain or shine. It's not about waiting to feel inspired. It's about showing up, doing the work, and letting the results inspire you. Your habits are literally designing your future right now. Every single day, you're either building the life you want or accepting the life you have. The choice is yours. Remember, champions aren't born in the spotlight. They're built in the daily grind, one habit at a time. So tomorrow morning, when that alarm rings, ask yourself, are you going to stay in bed with your dreams, or are you going to get up and chase them? Because your habits aren't just what you do. They're who you're becoming. Most people fear failure. We see it as this dark, looming shadow that threatens everything we work for. But let me share something that changed my perspective entirely. Failure isn't your enemy. It's your teacher. And the tuition? Well, those are the lessons you need to pay for success. Think about it. Every great success story is built on a foundation of failures. Thomas Edison didn't just create the light bulb. He found 10,000 ways it wouldn't work first. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. You know what's fascinating? Watch a toddler learning to walk. They stumble, wobble, and fall countless times. But here's the beautiful part. They never think, maybe walking isn't for me. They don't understand failure the way we do. They just keep getting up again and again until walking becomes as natural as breathing. But somewhere along the way, we adults lost that resilience. We started treating failure like it's fatal. We let one rejection email stop us from applying to other jobs. We let one failed relationship convince us we're unlovable. We let one business setback make us give up on our dreams. Here's what we need to understand. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every mistake you make is eliminating one way that doesn't work. Every rejection is redirecting you to where you should be. Every setback is setting you up for a comeback. Look at any field. Science, sports, business, arts. Behind every breakthrough, there were countless failures. Behind every gold medal, there were years of losing. Behind every successful company, there were probably several failed ventures. The question isn't whether you'll fail. You will. That's guaranteed. The real question is, what will you do when you fail? Will you let it define you, or will you let it refine you? Will you stay down, or will you rise again? Remember this, success isn't about never falling. It's about falling 7 times and rising 8. It's about turning your failures into feedback. It's about understanding that every no brings you closer to your yes. So the next time life knocks you down, and it will, remember that falling isn't failing. Staying down is. Your next attempt could be the one that changes everything. Are you ready to rise again? Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve everything they set their minds to, while others remain stuck in the same place? The answer isn't talent, intelligence, or luck. It's something far more powerful: mindset. Let me share a truth that might surprise you. The world isn't run by the most talented people. Look around. The most successful people in any field aren't necessarily the most gifted. They're the ones who never gave up, who kept pushing when others quit. They're the persistent ones. Think about Thomas Edison. He failed thousands of times before creating the light bulb. But here's what's fascinating. He never saw those attempts as failures. When asked about it, he famously said, "I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the mindset of success. You see, successful people have a completely different way of thinking. While others are paralyzed by the question, what if it doesn't work? They're excited by the possibility of what if it does. When most people see problems, they see opportunities. When others complain, they're already working on solutions. But here's the really exciting part. This mindset isn't something you're born with. It's something you can develop. It's a choice you can make right now. Every time you catch yourself saying, "I can't," pause and ask instead, "How can I?" When you face a setback, instead of thinking, "I failed," tell yourself, "I learned." Your mind is like a garden. The thoughts you plant today determine what grows tomorrow. If you plant doubts and limitations, that's what you'll harvest. But if you plant possibilities and persistence, you'll reap success and achievement. Remember this, your reality isn't shaped by your circumstances. It's shaped by your mindset. The way you think quite literally creates the world you live in. Every great achievement in human history started with someone who simply believed it was possible. So today, right now, you have a choice. You can continue with the old patterns of thinking that have kept you where you are, or you can choose to shift your mindset. Because once you change the way you think, everything else begins to change too. The question isn't whether you have what it takes. The question is, Are you ready to think differently and persist until you succeed? Because that's where true transformation begins, in your mind. The choice lies before you now. Every great achievement, every remarkable success story you've ever heard started with a single powerful moment. The moment someone decided to begin. Think about where you are right now. Are you living the life you've always dreamed of? Or are you waiting for the perfect moment, the right circumstances for everything to align just perfectly? But here's the truth that successful people understand. That perfect moment? It's a myth. The only moment that matters is now. Success isn't some lucky break that falls from the sky. It's built piece by piece, choice by choice, day by day. Look at any person you admire, an entrepreneur, an athlete, an artist. Strip away all the glamour, all the end results, and what do you find? You find someone who made a decision. Someone who, instead of saying someday, said today. The discipline to wake up early when your bed feels too comfortable. The mindset to keep going when others quit. The daily habits that seem small but compound into extraordinary results. These aren't gifts bestowed by fate. They're choices. Choices that you can make right now. So let me ask you again. Will you start today? Will you take that first step? Because while others are waiting for their future to arrive, you have the power to create yours. Right here, right now. The path ahead might seem long, the mountain might seem steep, but remember, every great journey begins with a single step. Your future is not written in the stars. It's written by your actions, your decisions, your commitment to begin. The time for waiting is over. The time for action is now. Because the future, it's not something you wait for. It's something you create. What will you create today? Thanks for joining me today as we explored the habits and mindset that can truly transform your life. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight. It's those small, consistent steps we take each day that add up to something incredible. Whether it's starting your morning with intention, practicing gratitude, or pushing past your comfort zone, every choice you make is shaping your future self. You know what's amazing? You've already taken the first step just by being here, by being open to growth and transformation. That's more powerful than you might think. Keep showing up for yourself, keep learning, keep evolving. Before you go, take a moment to think about one small habit you can start tomorrow. Just one. Because that's how lasting change begins. With a single decision, a single moment, a single step forward. I'm excited to see where your journey takes you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay connected. Until next time, remember, you're capable of so much more than you imagine. Keep growing, keep believing, and keep pushing forward. See you in the next video.